Hello, I'm Mr. Isham and this is Mr. Clark, and welcome to our regional competition for Nelson County through the Green Entrepreneurial Leadership Institute, or as we like to call it around here, the GELIN program. This was a program that has been funded by the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, put in place by President Barack Obama. This program has been managed by the Hardin County School System, the Lincoln Trail Innovation Center, and Kentucky Student Ventures. At the end of this program today, we will have a winner out of our groups. They will receive a refurbished desktop computer and a printer, and a chance to go on to win a laptop at our summer end program, Green Summer Forever, next week. The other groups that do not win, you all will still be participating. You will have a project board up, and you will still be able to win valuable prizes and awards. So with that, we're going to introduce our judges and begin our competition.
Today, our judges who were kind enough to come and help us out today, we have Mr. Larry Green, who is the Assistant City Administrator. We have Don Crystal, Vice President of Tourism, and Kim Houston, President of Economic Development.
Our first group coming up will be Eco Express, so we'll get them up here and begin.
We are Eco Express, and we're reusing bottles and jars to make home decors and bird feeders.
Eco Express is made up of 4 members.
Kiara Smalley,
Shaughnessy Linton,
Terry Crow,
and Mary Croom, which could not be here. We are part of the summer program called GELIN. GELIN stands for Green Entrepreneurial Leadership Institute. It is a program that teaches us how to be young entrepreneurs while still helping our community's environment.
Big project. The big idea is to recycle jars such as old pickle jars and glass and plastic bottles, making them into home decors and bird feeders. Jars, glass bottles, and plastic bottles are some of the many things people throw away without thinking.
Big project continues. The glass bottles and jars are made into decorative items that can be used for many things. For example, a vase, pencil holder, junk holder, a spiffy, statues, and much more. The plastic bottles are made into painted bird feeders that can be hung along one's yard as they please.
How we plan to advertise. We plan to advertise by creating some flyers and hanging them up around more popular stores. We asked our close friends and family to spread the word to their friends and co-workers. The main source of advertising is cost-free. We plan to simply advertise our product on the popular social websites such as MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, and many more.
How does it help the environment? We are helping the environment by taking the bottles and jars that most people would throw away and making them into creative recycled decors. By recycling jars and plastic bottles, we're helping the community's landfills.
Items we use: glass bottles, acrylic paint, fabric paint, thick yarn, paint brushes, and glue.
Items that we also use again, the glass, plastic bottles are just recycled soda bottles, and jars that are just old pickle jars. Regular acrylic paint that was used to make the designs on the bottles and jars, and thick yarn was used to hold up the bird feeders.
Who we plan to target? At Eco Express, we target a variety of people. We work to please our customers, so our bottles are never the same unless you choose them to be. Remember, we're here to please you. Just for an idea, what we can do: design Disney characters. Design Disney characters on bottles can be for the children or other memories in sports teams, fashion, and favorite icons for the adults. The same goes for bird feeders.
How to make decors. 1, we take a bottle jar, wash it out, and let it dry. Step 2, after letting the bottle jar dry, we take any type of decoration you want and start to decorate the bottle. Step 3, we place the bottle jar on a paper towel and give it 24 hours to dry. Step 4, last but not least, it's ready to be used however you please.
What is our price range? Our price range varies depending on the size of the glass bottle or jar. The same goes for bird feeders. And on the right hand, you see small bottles can be $5, large bottles $7, and custom designs are $2 more.
What we plan to do with the products. We are trying to start a business that is successfully sells around town, but we're also trying to persuade the young youth to become entrepreneurs and start their own business. Basically, we're trying to say you can start a business out of anything you please with a pure determination and set goals.
How to make bird feeder. Step 1, you will take an empty plastic 2-liter bottle, wash it out, and let it dry. Step 2, then you will take a sharp object and poke 2 holes at the bottom of the bottle. Step 3, after you will take a piece of wire, yarn, twine, or whatever you choose, stick it through both sides of the bottle and let it Step 4, poke a hole in the top of the bottle and fill the bottle with your choice of bird food. Step 5, you will take a plastic cup and poke 2 holes into it after and stick another piece of twine through the hole and tie it. Step 6, you may take the decorations and decorate the bottle any way you choose. Let it dry, then take it outside to hang it out and let the birds eat freely.
We would like to thank everyone for helping us with our project and thank Mr. Isham and Mr. Clark for teaching us the things that we've learned and to the special speakers.
All right, the next group we have are the Green Berets.
I'm Greg.
I'm Josh.
I'm Shay.
And we are the Green Berets. The Green Berets here in our world are the national U.S. forces, and we decided to name ourselves after them because we feel that we are a special force here to help save our environment.
And our slogan is act like you live here because we want people to get a reality check and start treating the planet like their home.
And our logo shows people holding hands over the earth to represent that as we come together as a community today, there's a chance that we could save the earth from all the pollution and stuff happening.
This is some pictures of us helping out the community.
Here we have us at Old Kentucky Home painting rain barrels.
And then we have Josh, our team member right here, at the Barstow Water Treatment.
There's us going over our power plant.
And then here's our member Darnell, leaf blower at my Kentucky Home.
Here are other members, Josh and Sierra Racing.
And then there's us building birdhouses and our final pieces at my Kentucky Home Park.
And there's Darnell Hedgetree.
To get to the point, our group would like to start a community garden/wildlife habitat, something that can be viewed as a beautiful achievement along with helping the production of organic goods. It could also easily spark community involvement while giving wildlife a safe place to live.
Why we should go organic? By buying organic goods, you promote a less toxic environment for all living things, in air, water, soil, and our bodies. 2. By farming organic, pesticide risk can be reduced because they do affect non-farming communities. 3. It also helps our future generations simply because the trash that we leave behind is what they have to pick up. 4. It reveals the loss in micronutrients and minerals in fruits and vegetables, which simply means it fixes the taste back to the way it was before. And 5, crops of organic farmers are usually more successful because they're not stressed by the toxins that we put on our skin.
These are some of the tools and supplies you would need to build and sustain a successful community garden. You would need wood, be $2.98 each for 8x2s. You would need compost soil and an organic fertilizer, $54 for 2 bags each. And you would need pair of garden gloves for $5 a pair. Gardening tools such as rakes and shovels for $6 to $10. Vegetable and fruit seeds, we're gonna stay on a $400 budget for that. And everything we buy will be something that will attract plants and wildlife.
As for location, we are looking for an unoccupied lot belonging to the city where there's plenty of sunlight and room. Unfortunately, it's on the corner of Eastmere and South 3rd Street. But first, we'd have to get permission from the government, and there's a picture of the location.
And although the gelling program will end soon, we do take very much interest in having a community garden, and we have made phone calls to the mayor discussing about why we want to do this. But we did talk to one of his assistants, and it seems like it could be very possible for us to do this if we really wanted to.
And we approximate the cost to be roughly around $1,200. And to gain that money, we are hoping to have bake sales, car washes, and other beneficial fundraisers that we can hopefully do.
This is an overview of what we'll need to do. Step 1, land is most important. We will need to find an empty vacant lot a few months prior to spring so our plants will be in bloom. Step 2, we'll need to clean up land, make sure it's free of all trash. Step 3, we'll need to raise money through donations and fundraisers. Step 4, we need to get supplies. Step 5, we will construct our garden beds and place the plants within our wildlife habitat. And step 6, we will sell plots and have a grand opening.
After doing some research, we found that the best places to get supplies would be 2bseeds.com. They can supply us with vegetables, flowers, and herbs, things like that. ARRA.org, they have matured blossoms and fruit trees. And Lowe's and Home Depot would be some of the best for our tools and stuff because they have good tools at pretty good prices.
How our garden works. Half of the land will belong for a community garden, while the other half a wildlife habitat. Our plots will be sold for $5 each per season, and the limit is 3 per person. That way everybody has a chance to get involved. One garden bed will only belong to our group, the Green Berets, along with the fruit-bearing trees around the garden. That way we can make enough profit to replenish our garden each year.
What our garden offers. You'll be able to plant anything you like as long as it's in season. We have a catalog sale at ARRA.com where plants can be purchased. When it's time to harvest, we will have a farmer's market where price will vary due to the market value and time of year. And people who buy plots from us can buy our compost soil and seeds.
Our wildlife habitat. Maintaining our wildlife habitat, we are looking to keep it lively all year long, which means we would like to plant seeds and plants that blossom at different times of the year. And by doing this, we attract tourists, citizens, and gentle, peaceful animals to the scenery. And also, instead of when plants go out of season, you usually see around here deserted and dead-looking plants, but instead it will maintain its beautiful essence with blossoms in the season. In the 4 corners, we have pictures of Salado Wildlife Habitat, which we all visited together, and that's partially where we got some of our influence.
And these are some of the plants we're going to place in our wildlife habitat to attract animals. We're going to plant red delicious apple trees, which bloom in the summer and attracts raccoons. We're also going to plant rose shrubs, which bloom in the summer and attract rabbits. And we're going to plant tulips, and they bloom in the spring and attract ladybugs.
We also have the iris, which blooms in spring and attracts hummingbirds. The milkweed, which blooms in spring also to attract monarch butterflies. The chrysanthemum, which bloom in fall, they attract various other types of butterflies. And then there's the blueberries, which bloom in summer and attract deer.
And this is a diagram of what we would like our garden to look like. In the middle, we have an arrangement of 10 by 10 flower beds, and on the outskirts, we would like to put various types of plants. As you see, we have the fruit tree. This is a cherry tree example. And we have the red delicious apple tree up in the furthermost corner. We'll have bird baths and bird feeders and houses to attract different types of birds and wildlife. And the pictures of the flowers and bushes and stuff are to show an example of where we will place plants. Like we have tulips, the blueberry bushes, we have milkweed over here, honeysuckle, and rose shrubs. And we'll have a small compost on this side and 2 different entrances to the garden.
Composting encourages recycling and the use of organic materials. We are going to use composted soil and organic fertilizer in our garden. For those who don't know what composting is, it's the breaking down of once living material to make an earthy, dark substance that's good for the richer soil.
There are several ways you can compost. One of the main ones is heat composting, where you just pile up all your decomposing material and stir it every so often. There's sheet, where you put one or more layers of it onto the area you're wanting the compost to go on and let it decompose there. And there's also pit or trench composting, which is where you dig a hole about 6 inches deep, fill it with the compost material, and then recover it back up with your dirt. And if you add worms to any of these methods, it'll speed it up quite a bit.
In one corner of our garden, we are going to set up a small to medium-sized compost bin.
You can start with a layer of chopped leaves, grass clippings, kitchen waste like banana peels, old lettuce, apple cores, and whatever else is available. You keep adding material until you have a 6-inch layer, then you cover it with 3 to 6 inches of soil or manure.
And the special ingredient from all that is compost tea, which is delicious for plants and not you. Unfortunately, it probably make you very sick because it is the liquid made of all that decomposed material squeezed out, which is very nutritional for the plants.
And I know from personal experience that composting works because my grandmother has been using that method of composting for years. And I took this sample from her compost heap, and she uses it to plant many fruits, vegetables, and other herbs. And she grew this dillweed.
And for our garden, we know for a fact that without community involvement, that it's not going to be successful. It's going to take time and devotion that each person is going to have to be willing to give. The jobs of a community garden are not for one person or just this group. It's going to have to be shared amongst everyone. Jobs are going to be watering, weeding, and keeping the area free of trash and pollutants.
And here are some benefits of having a community garden. It provides opportunities for intergenerational and cross-cultural connections, encourages self-reliance, reduces family food budget, stimulates social interaction, makes our neighborhoods better, produces nutritious food, preserves green space.
And as for advertisement, we plan to advertise using brochures printed on recycled paper. Only a few copies will be printed and placed in heavily populated areas such as supermarkets and around tourist attractions. The word can also be spread through people in the community by talking to them and on the internet through social interacting websites such as MySpace and Facebook.
And this is an example of our flyer. It's actually a trifold. We're just going to skim through some parts we've already discussed on our PowerPoint. It states, Bardstown Environmental Sanctuary, come plant the roots to our future. What we're about. We are helping to create a nice, peaceful outdoor environment that encourages community involvement and helps our community to go green. What better way could there be for us to do this than create a garden in which the citizens can come study animals in their natural habitats as well as harvest food of their own?
What is in a wildlife habitat? A wildlife habitat simply consists of natural plants in an area that isn't mowed or clear cut, but is designed to attract certain wildlife. The point is to learn what types of plants attract what animals you desire to inhabit your garden and plant them.
Jump started. We have yet to obtain land for this project. However, I'm sure it won't be a problem if the citizens take interest and show the town that they actually want something like this. We are going to need all the help that we can get from anyone who is willing to help out by donations from items, seeds, gardening tools, and other stuff like that. And if you would like to help, please give us a call.
And our information is at the bottom. And that's our example of our project.
Let's make this thing clear. This here is people right there. Not like this. Come on, girl.
Our sources for Lowe's.com, HomeDepot.com, UrbanHarvest.com, and Organic.org, and the Butterfly website.com.
Our next group is Entrepreneurial.
I'm Faith.
I'm Danielle,
And I'm Martez.
and we're Entrepreneurial. We're helping our community by going green.
Cleaning residential and commercial places. And making our community a green, safe place.
Made to clean. We care for your house like you care for our planet. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we are an eco-friendly residential and commercial cleaning service brought to you by Faith Leonard, Danielle Allgaier, and Martez Johnson.
Made to clean prices and hours. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our prices vary depending on size of cleaning area and package chosen. Our phone number is 652-ECO-BEST, which is 652-326-2378. You can call today for our summer cleaning or reach us at our website at www.madetoclean.weebly.com/.
Some supplies we need consist of dusting supplies, trash supplies, general surface supplies, floor cleaning supplies, and also special surface supplies.
Funding requests and financial bearings. Made to Clean plans to get the financials from public donations, personal attributes, and loans from banks. Made to Clean startup costs include equipment fees needed for a home-based business. Such costs include legal fees, cleaning equipment, uniforms, supplies, and signs for employee vehicles. All costs are ranging estimates. Stationery, $35. Legal, $250. Insurance, $500. Uniforms, $120. Cleaning equipment, $550. Communication equipment, $585. Car advertisements, $75. Products and supplies, $200. And other, $240. Which all come to an estimated total of $2,555.
What we need to do to succeed. Made to Clean plans to promote businesses by providing business cards, creative flyers for the community, and a general audience survey for neighborhoods of all incomes. Our customers purchase from us a facility home that offers cleanliness, far usage of products and supplies that do not harm the environment, which produces a healthier world for all. To intent non-customers, we offer competitive prices compared to our neighboring counties, cleaning services, and a different approach to an ideal clean, eco-friendly cleaning. Our packages are practical. We don't clean room by room, and we don't overprice clean rooms. We have a staff that is dedicated to superior satisfaction and punctual arrival no matter where you're located.
If your house looks like this, you need us.
Commercial cleaning awareness. It has become such a practical reality, people do not see how much commercial cleaning really wastes energy, destroys natural resources, and promotes buying in bulk. Big businesses or small businesses, family-owned or internationally managed, they're the heart of our world. They use, and don't realize the damage they are causing. Tons of paper that is in perfect shape is thrown out every single day by businesses that could have been used for business letters, scrap paper, note-taking, even taking it to a recycling center to gain profit or to help the environment. Chemical cleaners used by the masses to clean the public bathrooms, the packaging used to communicate ideas, mail business plans, and hold pounds of storage. If companies want to gain a reputable status, trustworthy personnel, and eco-friendly awareness, then Made to Clean will jumpstart your passion by offering packages to suit your cleaning needs.
Leadership within cleaning. Proper cleaning skills can be a great characteristic to have and shows people around you hygienic responsibility of their surroundings. With our cleaning service, we wish to instill a sense of pride, not only of a clean house, but the knowledge to care for our earth for everyday lifestyles. Leadership has a broad science that connects with everyone in some way. We promote leadership, entrepreneurship, and a green mindset to better each one's community. Home is where the heart is, and as our fellow green cleaner Martez says, if it isn't clean, it isn't safe to live in. Made to Clean uses that statement to great heights. Our products do not contain harsh chemicals that most household and faculty areas do. Every product and supply we manage has natural qualities, durability, and cleanliness, not only to clean the space, but to better the lives of those who interact there.
Our company ingredients. We use 1/4 cup of vinegar. Then we use 1 quart of warm water. And I have little example experiment that I would like to do. 1/4 of vinegar, 1/4 of Lexmark spray. That's all.
Now we're going to go to carpet cleaning. Gather 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and 1/4 cup of liquid soap, 3 tablespoons of water, and you begin to whip the ingredients into a foamy texture, which looks like this. And once you do that, you just take your carpet. Here's a previous sample. We put coffee grinds on the carpet. Take your rag, damp it with warm water. That'd be okay. Take that. Put it on the carpet. And work vigorously until you see the coffee grinds are coming out. And then, once you do this, let it stand for a couple of minutes, and your finished product looks like this.
Okay, for top cleaning, use a 1/2 cup of white vinegar, which is here, and then 1 gallon of warm water, which is sort of the same as window cleaning. And then you have your towel, this, and you can mark it with anything, markers, here, or anything. And it's on here, then you use the towel cleaner, spray, and swirl. And then afterwards for polishing, you can use skim milk, and it'll make the board glow. So I'll pour a little one here. And usually milk makes stuff sticky, but it's not that sticky. Well, it's not sticky at all. And then it should have a polishing, nice little glow to it.
Go back.
This salt can also be used as copper cleaner. You rub it lightly with fine salt wetted with vinegar and lemon juice.
Lemons can be used for a variety of things. One can use them as a freshener or garbage disposal.
Baking soda can be used as a drain cleaner mixed with vinegar. Cornstarch can be used as a rug and upholstery cleaner. Sprinkle the cornstarch on dry rug and vacuum, and then use soap-based rug shampoo to clean.
Our housekeeping uniforms. This would be our eco-friendly uniforms, hence the green look. We chose this uniform because of its streamlined and simple look.
Our employment roles. We have Faith Leonard, who is right there, who is in charge of customer care, payroll, and scheduling manager. We have Danielle Allgaier, who is in charge of training, advertising, and inventory management. And we have myself, who is also in charge of ordering and estimates manager.
Package 1 includes kitchen and bathrooms. A cleaning and care of hard surface floors including marble, vinyl, hardwood, tile, and more. Window washing, polishing, stainless steel polishing, cleaning counters, cabinets, backsplashes, countertops, tables, and chairs. Clean, sanitized sinks, clean range and refrigerator top and exterior body. Microwave cleaning, clean tub and shower, and also pet care.
Package number 2 consists of living room and bedrooms, rug and upholstery cleaning, spot removal, window washing, air freshening, polishing, dusting, bedding care, and also pet care.
Package number 3 involves all rooms. Dusting of all surfaces, including desks, phones, baseboards, and window sills, cleaning, sanitizing, and restocking supplies in restrooms, detailed cleaning of light switches and fixtures, kitchenettes, vending machines, grills, door handles, and other high-use areas, trash collection, carpet vacuuming, deep cleaning and stain removal, care of hard surface floors, including marble, vinyl, hardwood, tile, and more, window washing, carpet and upholstery cleaning, and roads and floors.
Your complete satisfaction. You have a big to-do list, and cleaning your house is definitely in the top 3. You don't have time, and it's okay. Made to Clean is here once a week. We give you complete satisfaction when you arrive at an eco-friendly clean home or office. With our eco-friendly products, we improve your home or office's air quality because we do not use harsh chemicals. All of our cleaning products are homemade and protect the environment to its highest degree. We offer multiple cleaning packages so you get what you pay for. It cleans space. Made to Clean is here for your busy lifestyle.
Our customer feedback. Tim and Nora from Louisville, Kentucky. My wife and I were hesitant about hiring a cleaning service, but after seeing what a great job you've done time after time, I wouldn't change a thing. I never used another cleaning service. I recommend it to my friends and family, said by Stephanie from Barstown, Kentucky. The Barger family, who says, we totally feel comfortable with letting myself clean their home because they think that I'm very trustworthy and that I'll always please them. Cheerful, courteous, and punctual, Victor from Springfield, Kentucky. And as Tina Turner would say, you're simply the best. Susan from Radcliffe, Kentucky.
Why go green by the numbers of green cleaning?
17,000 represents the numbers of petrochemicals available for home use, only 30% of which have been tested for exposure to human health and environment.
63 is the number of synthetic chemical products found in the average American home, translating to roughly 10 gallons of harmful chemicals.
100 represents the number of times higher that indoor air pollution levels can be above outdoor air pollution levels, according to the U.S. EPA estimates. 275 represents the number of active ingredients in antimicrobials that the EPA classifies as pesticides because they are designed to kill microbes.
5 billion is the number of pounds of chemicals that the institutional cleaning industry uses each year.
And 23 is the average gallons of chemicals, which is 87 liters, that a janitor uses each year, 25% which are hazardous. Myths about cleaning products. The first one is green living costs more. If you buy some good cleaning products and mix your own formulas for the rest, using kitchen ingredients that cost pennies, you actually save money. 2. Green cleaning products don't work as well. These days, the products are just as effective as the early 1990s. Green cleaning products weren't as popular and didn't have much effect, so they thought. And actually better for your health and the environment. And 3. Green living takes more time. This is a myth, plain and simple.
Compare and contrast of products. Pledge costs $6.29 versus vegetable oil and base soap, which is $1.84. Windex costs $5.49 versus vinegar, which is $1.82. Clorox toilet cleaner with bleach costs $3.19 versus baking soda, which is $1.49.
Right here, we have E-Natural helping out. Above, we have Danielle Algar picking weeds at my old Kentucky home. And to the bottom left, we have myself arranging the mulch. And to the upper left corner, we have Faith Leonard helping plant the tree.
And here working with President, the man behind the Gentleman Program, I encourage all citizens to help protect our environment and contribute to a healthy, sustainable world. Barack Obama.
We care for your house like you care for our planet. What would nature do? Can you hear the echo?
Now we have the green team.
proposal. We want to ask our local school system, Bardstown Independent, to make our school greener by reducing their emissions.
Ways to reduce school bus emissions. You can reduce school bus emissions through regular maintenance, idling reduction policy, retrofitting, and biodiesel. In our case, we want to use B25 biodiesel, which is 25% biodiesel and 7% conventional diesel.
Maintenance. Regular maintenance. Buses have reduced emission with regular maintenance. Use a checklist to regular service your buses.
This is a sample checklist we found on the internet for reducing your bus maintenance. Idling reduction. Reduce idling. Why should we reduce idling? Because idling diesel engines release PM or particulate matter. What does PM do? PM contributes to allergy symptoms, including irritation of airways. It also aggravates bronchitis, pneumonia, and asthma attacks. And it has also been linked to cancer, increased heart attack risk, and death.
Idling policy. Approximately 4 to 5 minutes to build up air pressure when starting a route. Approximately 1 to 2 minutes to cool down the turbo at the end of the route.
Why is an idling policy necessary? Unnecessary idling releases greater concentrations of PM into the atmosphere. While the bus is idling, the PM is consistently released into one area, thus increasing the concentration of the PM in that particular area. As concentrations in the air increase, the ability for emission to dissipate or spread out increases, and down the bottom right is a picture of a bus parking spot.
How big is PM? Comparison. Human hair is 10 micrometers, beach sand 90 micrometers, and particulate matter 2.5 micrometers.
1 micrometer is equal to 1 millionth of a meter.
What creates PM?
Large diesel trucks,
Buses,
cars and trucks,
industrial factories,
forest fires,
diesel-powered off-road vehicles and equipment,
power plants.
wood-burning stoves.
This map shows the PM 2.5 emissions for the United States. Notice that the Midwest, the vastly green area, has emissions less than 750, whereas the majority of Kentucky has emissions ranging between 1,000 and 5,000. Reducing emissions will consequently make the air that we breathe cleaner and healthier. Considering that our state receives most of its energy from burning coal, we believe that reducing the emissions from large diesel engines will counterbalance the pollution produced by coal emissions, thus significantly improving the air quality of our air.
Retrofitting. What is retrofitting? The outfitting of diesel-powered vehicles with after-treatment pollution control devices. Types of retrofitting devices: BPF, VOC, and SCR. In fact, in 2007, Louisville Metro School decided to retrofit 500 buses to decrease their emissions.
They retrofitted their buses through the Clean Bus USA grant through the USCPA. Why is retrofitting necessary? Air quality is decreasing, therefore becoming more hazardous to those with respiratory illness. Carrying emissions are causing climate changes, increasing greenhouse gas emissions, and increasing the intensity of the sun's gamma rays. In fact, the United States alone emits about 21% of the entire world's PM 2.5.
Types of retrofitting devices. Diesel particle filter reduces 75 to 90% of nitrous oxide emissions, 50 to 90% of hydrocarbon emissions, and 30 to 50% of particle matter emissions.
Diesel oxidation gas, or DOC. This device can reduce the soluble organic fraction or ability for organic matter to break down in air
particulate matter by 90% under certain operating conditions, and can also reduce the total particulate emission by 40 to 50%.
Selective catalytic reduction reduces 75 to 90% of nitrous oxide emissions, 50 to 90% of hydrocarbon emissions, and 30 to 50% of particle matter emissions.
Biodiesel. Biodiesel can be manufactured from filtered natural oils. Such natural oils can include sunflower seed oil, hemp oil, and vegetable oil. It can be blended with any concentration of conventional diesel. It can also be used in any compressed ignition diesel engine. And 100% biodiesel is non-toxic, biodegradable, and also for your soul.
How much can it save? Current diesel prices are $2.58 a gallon average. Comparatively, you can make biodiesel for about 70 cents per gallon. You can save $1.88 per gallon. A biodiesel processor for producing large amounts of biodiesel costs about $3,495. A processor will pay for itself in less than 1,861 gallons.
With a 40 gallon tank, that's about 47 kilos. How much you can save continue with a B25 mix for a 40 gallon tank. You need 30 gallons of conventional diesel. It adds up to about $54.41. 10 gallons of biodiesel, about $7. A full tank will total out to $61.41. Compared to a full tank conventional diesel is $103.20 a gallon. It saves you $41.79 per fill up, which will consequently amount to about $2,173.08 per year with 1 fill up a week. This spreadsheet shows the common diesel to biodiesel concentrations you can manufacture and how much it would cost.
Environmentally friendly. B25 can reduce emission of carbon monoxide up to 89 or 58.9%, carbon dioxide up to 86%, nitrogen monoxide up to 37.5%, sulfur dioxide up to 57.7%, and nitrogen dioxide up to 81%.
In fact, the United States emits 26% of the world's CO2. In the top picture they were working with a pie chart showing the breakdown of kind of what particular categories cause what emissions. And transportation amounts for 13.5% of the worldwide CO2 emissions. The bottom one doesn't work as another chart to do with CO2 emissions. What it can do for the community. Application of non-idling policies, pollution control device, and usage of biodiesel can reduce the air pollution and carbon emissions, improve air quality, lower allergens in the air, reduce risk of asthma attacks, and reduce the possibility of bronchitis and pneumonia.
Business ties. Pollution control device could bring business to auto parts stores or to independent sellers. Could also start a garage to put parts on vehicles.
This is an entrepreneurial opportunity for anybody who's willing to try it. Biodiesel distribution. A student organized club could create biodiesel and sell it back to the school. It can also sell the biodiesel to other people who wish to purchase it, and that again is an entrepreneurial opportunity.
Why does it matter? Preserving the air allows of natural wonders such as this to continue to exist. Improving air quality means a higher rate of sustainability by which plants and animals can exist.
Conclusion. If current trends continue, the degradation and imminent collapse of the American landscape will shortly follow. Preservation of the earth through the use of alternative fuels, those not containing fossil fuels, and filtering carbon emissions could improve the Earth's environmental condition. The rest of our sources. most of our images we found on Google Images.
Last but not least, we have I Keep It Green.
Our group is called I Keep It Green. And our group differs greatly from others due to the fact that we won't accept money for our work, which may seem kind of odd, but we just want to have part in the growth and change of our community, and possibly even the world. But for now, we're going to take it one suburb at a time. And to the members of I Keep It Green, this project is not about winning the computers or laptops, but just knowing that we are part of the change. And our team's motto is feed a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Thus, we incorporate this philosophy with our project, because if we made them for people, it would just be one made at a time. But if we teach people to make them, they can in return teach other people, and that is our goal. And we are doing compost bins and
I'm Lauren Reed.
I'm David Parker.
I'm Trey Jones.
And I'm Morgan Clark.
Materials to put in a compost bin are basically things people throw out, like eggshells, fruit, vegetable peels, straw, hay, coffee grounds, cinnamon, tea bags, old flowers, egg, cereal boxes, newspaper, toilet kitchen roll tubes, and dry lint.
What not to put in a compost bin. Hay fruits such as lemons, grapes, tomatoes, cooked vegetables, meat, dairy items, grain, bread, fish, and bones.
And this is what we call the method of composting, because you have the brown, which is the leaves, the stew, the woody materials, plus the grass, the food, the scraps, and manures. You have a compost, and then when you add in the water and the air and the macroorganisms such as earthworms, insects, etc., and the microorganisms, you have the perfect math equation to have a lively compost.
Methods of a compost bin. Container is a common style of small-scale composting using any of a wide variety of plastic, wood, masonry, or wire screen containers. Vented or closed-sided compost bins each have components for the effect of heat loss or retention in the compost.
Purpose of a compost bin. Practices of biodegradable waste disposal remove valuable nutrients from the biocycle. This practice is putting trash in the landfill. Now these days, the landfill are overfilled as they are having to find more places for waste. Organic waste has valuable nutrients to the soil that contribute to the health of the soil and immediate area of their production if recycled.
Why compost?
With the composting methods described here, you can help the composting cycle work even better than it does in nature. The organic waste you put back into the environment can be used by other living things. This way, instead of going to a landfill or garbage burning plant, your waste becomes valuable resources.
Also, gardeners use compost. Compost allows the soil to hold more water and adds nutrients to the soil, which is a great plus. Flowers, vegetables, trees, shrubs, houseplants, lawns, and container gardens grow better in soil mixed with compost.
Yard waste and food scraps make up 20 to 30% of garbage. Many landfills are filling up and closing. Finding places to put garbage is a big problem. By composting yard and kitchen waste, you send less garbage to landfills.
Composting provides an almost constant source of free fertilizer and soil conditioner. The organic materials in the compost help your plants grow by loosening the soil and allows better root entry. The texture of compost improves the solid ability to hold water and can reduce your water bills. Compost has all the nutrients that the plants require, unlike chemical fertilizer. Through regular use of compost, you can greatly reduce or even get rid of the need for chemical fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, which saves more money and reduces contamination to our environment.
Supplies is needed. Like wood, gloves, hammer, wood, stuff that you need to build a compost.
When making your compost, you first want to pick a designated area in your backyard. Measure the plywood, one 24 by 12 inch top, a 23 by 42 inch base, two 16 by 24 inch sides, and two 16 by 42 inch sides.
Now we've told you a lot of factual information, so let's get to the main cut, which is the directions. First, you need to choose a pot for baking your compost. Place kitchen and yard waste in the composting bin. Chop or shred the organic materials if you want them to compost quickly. Spread soil or already done compost over the compost pile. This layer contains microorganisms and such animals that do the work of making the compost. It also helps keep the surface from drying out. Adjust the moisture in your compost pile. Add straw or sawdust to the soggy material, or add water to a pile that is too dry. The material should be damp to the touch, but not so wet that drops come out when you squeeze it. Allow the pile to bake or heat up. It should heat quickly and reach the desired temperature, which is 90 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, or 32 to 60 degrees Celsius, in 4 to 5 days. Stir your compost as it bakes if you want to speed the baking time. The pile will settle down from its original height. This is a good sign the compost is baking properly. If you mix or turn your compost pile every week, it should be done or ready in 1 to 2 months. If you don't turn the compost, it should be ready in 6 to 12 months.
Possibilities for your end product of your compost. You can use the mulch for your garden or potting soil or your plants. You can also make profit off of your compost by bagging it in bags and selling it. For a relative price, you could donate it to a garden center, which I personally prefer.
Now we get into the part where problems come up. Okay, now here's troubleshooting your compost. If your pile is wet and smells like a mixture of rancid butter, vinegar, and rotten eggs, your compost needs more air. It has too much fresh materials. It is too wet or has too much nitrogen. You can turn the pile and add dry materials such as wood shavings, wood chips, or dry leaves. If the pile is very wet, provide drainage. If the odor must be stopped fast, don't turn it. Bury it in soil, finish the compost after a few months, and start another pile.
If your pile is not breaking down, that means your pile is damp and sweet smelling, or pile is dry. You can fix it by turning the pile and adding water until the pile is moist, or add higher nitrogen materials like green grass clippings or manure.
If your pile is not warm enough, or warm only deep in the center of the pile, it should be heated up to over 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Pile is too small. You can fix this by incorporating materials into a bigger pile or put them into a container.
If your pile contains insects and larvae, food has been added. You can minimize pests by burning food materials deep in the pile and keep the temperature of the pile high, and it should have the dampness of a wrung-out sponge, and any other insects from your pile is probably your homeless composter.
If your compost has fire ants, means your pile is dry, and you can fix it by turning and adding water. A low toxicity bag formulation can be used near but not in your pile.
What can you do with your compost? You can spread the compost out in your garden before rototilling or turning the soil into the spring. Then mix the compost into the soil while rototilling or turning. Or you can place or bury the compost soil in your garden between plant rows. The plant rows will go into the compost and take up the nutrients. In flower gardens, you can dig in compost soil around the plants. You may use compost as a mulch for shrubs, trees, and plants. When transplanting houseplants, mix compost into the soil.
We help people who want to help the earth by teaching them how to create their own compost. Our profit is not money, but the feeling of knowing that people are getting involved with helping the community. Thus, we are a non-profit organization, and our only job is to teach. If you or someone you know wants to get involved with helping the community by creating a compost, and you need advice, just call us at 1-800-COMPOST. That is 1-800-266-7678. And now we have some pictures of us working on it.
This is the members of I Keep It Green. It's on the left, it's Lauren, myself, Dania, Morgan, Kevin, and Trey.
Teamwork. Here's me and Daniel trying to put the compost together. This is our final product, as we're just showing her. things that we did. It's pretty nice.
And
pretty
there's
nice.
me trying to work on the inside of it.
Then we're just helping the cause, digging up grass and just trying to be productive. And there's Morgan digging for some grass, working hard.
Here's me digging up some fresh dirt for the compost. And we would like to give a special thanks to the Barstown maintenance man for providing us with wood for our compost bins. And we would also like to thank Mr. Clark for his assistance on helping us with our compost bins. Thank you.
After tough deliberation, the winner of our Nelson County competition and the computer and printers are the Green Berets. Come on up.
Good work, good work, good work.
Good job, Michael Jackson impersonation.
Y'all gotta do y'all dance before y'all get y'all trophy. Do it, Tiara.
Where is? I could do it.
And can I say something?
Yes.
That the project that you all did too, after deliberating down here, we truly think that's a project that we need to have people take on here in Bardstown. We've already talked about a place for it. In addition to where you have, could be some other possibilities. So you've got 3 people who actually do this kind of stuff, organize things, thinking right now. I think we're gonna go back and make a plan to try to make this happen in Bardstown, hopefully by next year. So that was really exciting for us to hear. You've already got the plan. You've already done our work for us, so we appreciate that.